This is NWCN, Northwest Cable News. Northwest News and weather 24 hours a day. Now, Northwest News, First Edition.
Good morning. You got it. There is no better manager than a mom. That's what one Northwest author and business expert says. Moms can be superhuman. Many run their own businesses, are taxi drivers to their kids, and some of them can do all this while keeping their household from looking like a hazmat scene. Does all this experience make moms the best managers and bosses at work? Well, Shari Storm says yes. She joins us now to talk about her new book, Motherhood is the New MBA. And you say that the most helpful information on how to be the best worker and manager comes from being a mom?
I do. When my first daughter was born about 6 years ago, I found motherhood to be exhilarating, motivational. I found myself to be a better problem solver, a better multitasker. I could handle stress better. I found that motherhood provided me with a tremendous skill set that I needed to be a good businesswoman.
But do you think other people recognize that yet?
No, and that's why I wanted to write a book about it, is because when I started experiencing these things, I looked around for something to read about this phenomenon, and there wasn't a lot written about it. And so I knew I wanted to write something about the powerfulness of motherhood and the powerful work-life balance that you have when you're raising children and working.
And for moms out there who are in the working world, either as bosses or managers or employees, you offer a little bit of advice. Let's take a look at the first bit of advice that she offers, which is speak their language. What does that mean?
You know, when you're teaching a young child to speak, you realize that it takes a lot of feedback loop. You know, you need to make sure that they know you understand them, and you go this back and forth. Well, with employees, there are some employees who are great at being very direct with their verbal communication and telling you exactly what they need and want. But there are some who aren't so good at that. And the example I give in the book is like a woman that I used to work with. She would put a jar of candy on her desk. Mm-hmm. When she was upset about something, that candy would come off her desk. And, you know, before I had kids, I thought, well, if you're not, if you can't come and tell me what's the matter, then that's your problem. After I had kids, I thought, well, first of all, that's cavalier. But second of all, it might be more effective if I actually ask her what's bothering you. And by taking that tactic, our relationship became much better. We worked together much more effectively because we built this level of trust.
Okay, let's take another bit of advice. Taking experience from mom, being a mom, and then bringing it into the workplace. Kiss and make it better.
If you have small children, you know that they're constantly coming to you with, oh, I have a boo-boo, and all they want you to do is give them a little bit of attention and send them on their way, and they're fine. Many times when employees come into your office with a problem, that's all they're looking for. They just want you to be empathetic, listen to them, give them some understanding, and send them on their way. Conversely, if you've ever had a child get hurt for real, you know, that really I'm hurt cry, you have to act fast. Every once in a while, an employee will come into your office and they'll have that type of situation. You need to make sure that you're very quickly their advocate. The important thing also is you need to make sure you don't confuse the two. Mm-hmm. Don't go off and solve your employees' problems when all they want is for you to listen to them. But conversely, don't sit and do nothing when they have a real issue.
Motherhood is the New MBA. That's the name of Shari Storm's book, and she's got a reading for her book coming up at the Elliott Bay Bookstore on February 25th at 5:30. I know a lot of women will be anxious to hear more about this book. So, Shari, thanks so much for coming in and talking to us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Greg?
All right, let's check in with Keisha Bird.